I'm doing this so that I can also, I'll ask you to be self-reflexive and self-critical about your work so that you can be your own best editor, you can be your own best reviser, as it were. So for this question, hopefully that will address that. Okay, so please tell me the top 3 points for revision that you would like to do. Okay, so perhaps based on those above. The next 10 minutes of the consultation will consist of my response to your presentation as well as feedback for your paper if applicable. Meaning if I have a printout of your copy, I'll comment on that as well. Okay, but think of the consultation, think of the one-on-one mentoring really as a dialogue or a conversation about your work. Okay, from myself, like an editor who is coming to your work for the first time. Okay, so there's that. In addition, based on yesterday's discussion, I've also prepared some guide questions for revision. Okay, I'll distribute them now. Okay. You'll notice that guide questions for revision are pretty much a synthesis of what was discussed yesterday. Okay. As well as further additional points. Okay. So those questions again are meant to initiate further thinking about your essays, to initiate further revision about your essays. Okay, so I would suggest, since I think the activity calls for one-on-one mentoring or one-on-one consultations, if it's not your turn yet, you may obviously work on your revisions. Okay, there. So the questions will address most of the things discussed yesterday about the introduction, the body, as well as the conclusion. For the body section, the main part of your essay, the questions are divided into 2 parts. Thinking about the evidence, the primary and the secondary sources, as well as the organization of your essay. Okay, there. In the second to the last section, there are other matters such as abstract, so you can think about that. We didn't discuss the abstract yesterday, but as you know, if you wish to develop your article for submission, then you will need to have an abstract. The last 2 questions in the other matters pertain to citation. So just make sure, again, for further preparation for publication, are your in-text citations accurate and complete? And is your works cited page, your bibliography page, accurate and complete as well? Okay, so those parts for today, you need not think about them now, okay, because we're not really checking up on your citations and your works cited. I'm really more interested in the content and the organization of your work, to which the questions are addressed. Okay, and lastly, the last item there is marked further reading, and I've written down around 5 elements, okay, 5 items in the further reading section. Again, these are some of the more prominent sources. These are the more prominent sources you can use, and I've used some of them actually in the presentation here. These are some of the more prominent sources you can use to help further develop academic writing. Okay. One of them, elements of academic style, is really suited for humanities work. Okay, so the subtitle of elements of academic style is really writing for the humanities. So I think that's the most useful in terms of both subject, right, and organization, crafting the research essay in the humanities. The others are more general tools, such as the craft of research, okay, which is usually an undergraduate and graduate level textbook used for general research in the social sciences and the humanities. Writing your journal article in 12 weeks, as the name suggests, is a way to fast track your journal writing you're writing, developing, and editing your journal article in 12 weeks or 3 months. Okay, right. And then the last two items, line by line, how to edit your writing, and the copy editor's handbook, is really meant for the last stages of writing. Okay, so once you've done your draft, you may consult line by line in the copy editor's handbook for questions on how to revise on the sentence level, on the paragraph level, as well as on the level of structure. Okay, so those are useful handbooks for the latter stage part of your revision. Okay, so perhaps if these books are available at the UGM library, then you may consult them later on. If not, I hope the administrators can order them for the library as well. Okay, right. Okay, so there's that. Okay. Again, do you have any questions about the points for discussion today? Okay, so again, think of this more as a dialogue or a conversation about your own work, coming from my perspective as an outsider coming in your work. Okay, trying to familiarize yourself with your work. Okay, hence, I will need you to talk about in some detail the research work that you're doing. That's the purpose of the first 5 minutes. Okay, right, and then to further help you, I suppose, can you please point out the 3 aspects that you would like to discuss in detail? Okay, and lastly, the last 10 minutes will be me talking about your work. Okay, right. So for now, it is 8:40. The first session, the first individual consultation is around 9 o'clock. So for now, can you please spend the next 20 minutes preparing for your individual mentoring? Okay. And I'll leave the sign-up form there. Okay, at the back. So if you're ready, you may just line up there and sign up in the sign-up sheet.
Terus
kan sudah ada abstraknya. Oh ya, ampun. Dengan Bu Sakti dulu ya.
Oh no, sorry, it's so small. I didn't realize. Right, so I think everyone has signed up. So please just remember your time slots, okay? And then please prepare for the discussion, okay? If it's not your slot, again, you may use it to further revise your paper and prepare for the discussion, okay? Our organizers have also said that there will be, after the individual mentoring for today, okay, after the individual mentoring for today, which should end around 3:30, because the last slot is 3:15 to 3:30. At 3:30, I'll just give you final mentor notes, okay, and further points to consideration at 3:30 here, okay. And at 4 o'clock, okay, at 4 o'clock will be the conclusion of the workshop. So I think Vice Dean will give final remarks about the workshop. So again, if it's not your turn, please revise your paper and prepare for the presentation. And then at 3:30, I will see everyone for this group's final remarks, just for this group. And at 4 o'clock, the conclusion of the workshop for final remarks delivered, I think, by the Vice Dean. Okay, right. So yeah. So first slot is at 9 o'clock. I'll see you outside.